Dummy cartridges. Oh my god. Doesn't look either me or the situation. Fuck. F. Yeah. Yourself by advertising, like, because I was gonna say that puppies teach each other how to fight by biting each other, and I was like, yeah, and I was like, doesn't the military run war games? And I was like, yeah, maybe LARP is how you learn how to do it. I mean, I don't know. Dry testing a lot of stuff today. I don't know if that range is still open. I'd like to go and get some finished. F. First of all, the other thing is actually I kind of wanted to that the flashlight was more of a joke, as well as yes, it's gonna be one of those types. And trust me, there's more where that came from. I'm sure that I'm gonna hate myself. Yeah, this is the shitty mag. Ooh, yeah. Why is it like that? Was it supposed to be more forward? Anyway, I stacked some excess shitty ass, 223 into the one mini mag. Not bad. And obviously, even though it's shit, like I've had my desk is a mess. My life. I'm trying to get used to the feeling of this because it's summertime now and it's fucking hot. I'm just wearing. You're too ugly for it. Yeah, I'm not here to look pretty for you, motherfucker. I don't even give a fuck. I like working out in them. It's fucking hot. It's the South, and I am a poor ass Northern boy. I am a Yankee in Sir Arthur's boiling ass court up pitch. Yes, it's laggy. I'm aware. It's because they're monitor trying to fuck me on the deal. Sick. F. Matthew Borkowski. Borkowski. Someone just rang. And I'm keeping in communication with all my boog boys. Never mind. Oh no. I'm subscribed to me. I forgot. I have like a normie sock puppet account and I subscribe to. It's never told my sock puppet account that we were actually doing shit, which literally means that they have never been updating you guys. So Borkowski says, how's your COVID-19 lot? Oh my god, this is so uncomfortable. Even with the tank top, it's just, oh my god. There is all rated out, and I just laid everything flat, and I found a surprising amount of hollow point. I was just like, I don't remember buying all this fucking hollow point. The biggest, most of them stocked up is pistol cartridges. What the fuck did I think I was going to be doing with the 357, man? I mean, you can hunt with it, but anyway, I shouldn't be drinking. It was rough getting back on the sober train, and my sleep is still kind of dicked up. And to answer your question about how my COVID-19 lockup is doing, not well. I did some home workouts for a little while, and then I went to the gym. North Carolina hasn't locked anything down. There's nothing quarantined. Walked right in. Everyone acts like it's normal. This is normal for them, and I did that twice. I mean, I washed my fucking, like, I was in like the fucking men's room, like washing my shit, man. And you know how they say like to sing "Happy Birthday" twice. To be thick as a brick. Good. Connection's unstable. You know what else is unstable? My dick! Yeah, that's unstable. Is that a good thing? Or women just like, is it good if your dick is unstable? Ride an unstable dick? Nah, bitch, my dick is super stable. If anyone to die from COVID, please, John McAfee, you're great and like a libertarian icon for being fucking insane and a cokehead who has whores. But you're bad at that, you know what I mean? Like, you're not the... Anyway, so I shouldn't have been out there, like, working out and stuff, but it honestly, like, I even, like, when I got... Oh, connection's unstable. Fuck. Apartment, and not in a good way. Oh, my fucking word. And people are... Uh-oh. Okay. I heard, like, a buzzing. I was like, is this mic getting dicked up? I don't suppose they're gonna give me, like, a refund in the boog. Anyway. Kane the Warlock says, what's up? Watching Twin Peaks Fire Walk with me. I know what Twin Peaks is. I know what fire is. I know what the phrase walk with me means. I don't think those things can be assembled together. Al Primrose says, oh boy, what's going on here? What's it fucking look like? Jesse's cool review says, Popov in an airsoft vest. This is my shit. Well, fuck it, man. It works. You're gonna tell me it does not comfortably hold all weapon systems? Because I'm drinking, I didn't include the Magnum, and I know that it's bad to have this here, but it's all you can see. Like, first of all, the safety's on. Release lever here. It's hard to do it backwards. F. Press F, chat, boys. Laying out. Oh my fucking word. Connection's unstable. Okay. Better get used to this shit. I spent all afternoon like laying out. Everyone's tired of it. Hashtag nuke China. Sarah says things are not looking good, and I was just thinking I wish you'd start a stream the little things. Well, here we are. We're probably gonna have a lot more in the future because I'm to actually try to quarantine. My area got some cases. State in the union that has had infections, it hasn't had any deaths. I do not know what to attribute that to. Luck. I also found out that I came very close to being in, but it's been 2 weeks since I was in that area. So anyway, you guys got to go. Like, oh my fucking unstable ass connection. It's like my connection becomes unstable anytime anyone joins the chat or joins in, which is, I want views, but goddamn, YouTube just goes like, no, and decides to start fucking censoring. Yeah. So people have been justifluing me, including Cutie from work decided to attempt to catch up with me. I just banged my metal cup hard enough to get vodka all over my desk. I don't even know if I should keep talking because I know that it's going to lag. I don't know if I should just back out and start the stream again. I really don't want to do that because it was, this shit was working for a while. What the fuck happened? What changed? Anyway, fuck. Smooth. So anyway, from work decided to hit me up, and she was like, how are you doing? And I was all like, are you ready for the bio boog? And she's like, no, it's just a flu. She goes to school for this. She goes to school to be a med tech. And I'm just like, you can't be this stupid. Like, I thought she was particularly clever, but maybe I was just blinded by her glorious behind. They call that man an onion booty. It's so good, makes you cry. Anyway, so she tried to, it's just a flu me, bro. And I'm like, yeah, this happens every year. The Italians run out of spaces in their crematoriums every year. They shut, it's about 4 times more deadly, 5 times more deadly than the yearly influenza. A little bit more, might be like 6. I think the yearly influenza is like a 0.8 kill rate. This has been floating around 4.2. I keep on celebrating every time we can get it down to 4.0. Like, that's my happy place, is like 4%. You can be like, oh, well, you only have a 20% dying. It's the Spanish flu. That's a lot of people to die. Malone Johnson says, I need more re-uploads to finish the Tolstoy. I'm on chapter 5. The chapter's called Thoughts. That really dicked me up. I like that I'm like, I'm trying to get in communication with some people, and I'm like desperately going through. I was like, let's look at all these attachments to make sure that I didn't like leave anything behind. And all of a sudden, here comes a bunch of pictures of me and that hoe. Like, she's like, oh, you remember this one from like more than a decade ago? And I was like, fucking Yahoo, burn. You and the man, this jacket is uncomfortable. I can only imagine how good this is going to get. I mean, I could unzip it, but I'm trying to teach myself what it's like because I want to be able to quickly access. That's the wrong hand. But either way, one of the other things that I did, and that's actually on my Facebook, because I learned how to do it like one of those tactical, like shitty Slav reloads with the AK, where you use the new mag to clean out the old mag and stick that shit in there. Took me a couple tries, but I got it down. So. Matthew Borkowski says, yeah, PC's got the Rona. Nah, it's YouTube. They're just doing stuff. Eight Man says, if you want to do live streams, you better not have lots of upload speed in your internet package. You better got to have lots of reasons why. Like you said, I had slow internet. I checked, and I actually have some of the fastest internet in the country. You guys said that, well, it was a slow internet. No, I have some of the fastest internet in the country. No, it's just that there are certain people that definitely see the picture that I put up of me in this getup, and we're just like, ah, and just decided to edit, and they're fucking with the stream. This happens every time. I swear to God, if I started a new stream with like a puppy in my lap, shit wouldn't be like this, which is weird because don't appeal to kids. Don't fucking know and I'm not even trying to. This is not me trying to be popular or get money or views. Like, I didn't even monetize this, I don't think. I don't really Carolina mountains. And actually, probably wouldn't be able to get out that far. I think let's not talk about it. I hope. Zachary Pena says, got the Joshua Graham vest on. Don't know who that is. Kane the Warlock says, Fire Walk With Me is the prequel movie. Oh. Eventually the 6 million mods will eventually just give up and go away, or there's like something that we can do, like some kind of solution that we've got for them. Kane the Warlock says, Fire Walk With Me is the prequel movie. Yeah, I can never get into Twin Pines, whatever the fuck it's called. Twin Mountains, Twin Lonely Twins. What the fuck's it called? Evil Twin? Twin Peaks. And, you would think it'd be right up my goddamn alley. Very Silent Hill-ish. Just couldn't get down with it. Ultimate X James says, Tolstoy is nothing anymore. He's out. What do you mean I'm nothing? Fuck off. You're nothing. Dat Boy says, he just needs the bandages for the Joshua Graham. Oh my God. Okay. Who is Joshua Graham? We will look it up. Y'all just baiting it. You're all like, do it, Tolstoy. Do it. Look it up. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Let's not get banned. But Boog tunes you can't refuse because I forced them on you. Okay. Joshua Graham. Actually, let's quick check the body count. I have been nonstop looking up the official COVID numbers. It's okay. So now it's jumped to about like 1,200 in a single 24-hour period. We're not even like really finished, but from the last time I checked, it was like 1,100 even. Now it's 11,376. So yeah, more dead. Yeah, this is good. I would hack the numbers and try to figure out the death rate, but it's probably around 4. It usually floats around 4. So just that. Okay, Joshua fucking Graham. I figured you were all going to say something about me being in a tank top because I'm not. It's mostly the belly I got going on, but like I know that my ab muscles are dope as shit, and like I'm actually pretty happy with biceps. The problem is, and the reason why I started doing a tank top is because like I want to go hiking a lot in this and try to get a tan. I know that sounds bizarre, right? Like I always thought that I was the kind of guy, like, I'm definitely not the guy who wants to get cut. I'm the guy who wants to get swole. So I don't give a shit. Like, right now, it's not really my lower abdomen, but from doing hammer swings, my obliques in the center have formed kind of a beetle plate that makes me look kind of fat. It can tell me nothing, man. I've been doing the fucking, I don't know what this is called. I forget what it's called, but you lie down, lift your legs up. It's like Russian landmine twists or landmines or whatever the fuck. But I figured I was going to get a lot of hate for this, but like, fuck it, it's the end of the goddamn world. Like, I had to go to the bank today, and I was like, just put on one of your old button-ups, and I fucking put a button up. As soon as I got home, I tore that shit off. In fact, this vest is really hot. That's what I'm really kind of testing is like, would I be able to bug out in the summer in this vest? Surely wish it was the winter when they decided to do this bullshit. Joshua Graham, let's Fallout. Fallout. I don't see the resemblance. I mean, yeah, the vest. What's he from? What did he do? Don't even give a fuck. Oh my God, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's okay. Just get used to it. You're also drinking. Just get used to it. But about a PO box of your choice or hand deliver, but I feel you would pull that shotgun on me and then ask if I want a drink. Problem. You think this is not how I'm going to greet people? Haven't you watched fucking, Wolverines and shit with the girl standing over him with the AK and she's like, what's the capital of Texas? And he says, Austin. No, he says Dallas because it's the biggest city and Tolstoy sign. So you know how like the Allies during the big dub Something about lightning, lightning, thunder, thunder. If you shouted thunder, thunder, and someone didn't shout back lightning, then you knew it wasn't somebody who was, on your side. Like, heck, the call sign should be, if you shout, I have a, and you hear me go, radiator, then you know who it is. So that's the joke. Detective Knight. Listen, man, you can be Knight, you can't be both. Fan. Yep. Welcome to one of the last of end of days Tolstoy vids. I actually even thought, just to be memey, like, connection fucked. Oh my god. Ugh. I need to shave so fucking bad. Just to be memey, I kind of thought, I thought about taking some of the spare 223s I have, because apparently I just have like 1,000 of those, half of which are hollow point. I was like, what was I doing? I was drunk. And I put some fucking hollow parts on. What is this for? Oh, never mind. That's for more like if you're using a bigger bolt action, hunting caliber like 308. They feel very small though. And I'm not sure what is this, like a radio pouch. I'm gonna put like a radio in there. Come on, man. I don't like this. This vest is made of like, it's synthetic. It's 100% synthetic. This is, I looked for AK mag holsters to avoid more ammo. Fucking, they had over the shoulder holsters that would have fit my Magnum. I almost squeed. Oh, I should have gotten it. It's your dream. You've always wanted that. Yeah, well, you got to save money, faggot. So good to say faggot. They're probably going to ban me harder now. They're going to be like, oh, well, it can't be sexist. I was like, that's not what it is. It's like racist, Islamophobe. And like my brain wouldn't register what it is they would squeeze. It was like heretic, infidel. What is it that you are if you yeah, homophobic. Can't be homophobic if I'm gay, bitch. Fuck boy. Oh, you like men? No, I like butt boys. Like, fuck. For any of you who have seen the Rick and Morty sketch that was based on the actual live courtroom, just type in Rick and Morty courtroom. Sarah says, have you started a dedicated Roni journal? That's history. Oh my god. No, actually, I haven't been able to do a journal. In fact, I've pretty much stopped all journaling. I've been ways. That's what we're going to say. In fact, this was my journal, although ever since getting that orange Rhodia, god damn, this flexible. Shit! Ever get fucking flexible. Not that Rhodia is bad company. It's still a good notebook. It's better than Moleskine. But I can actually tell you what the last thing that I wrote about was about I think Metro Exodus. Let's have a read, shall we? This is gonna be a long stream. There's gonna be many interruptions because of them, and has turned to shit. Having finished Days Gone, amazing. That's okay. We'll wait for this thing to unfuck itself. We shall wait for it to unfuck itself. We shall wait for it to unfuck itself. Oh, F. Oh, yeah. Here was the last little in-body, thing that I got done that told me that it was a fatty bumbleaddy. And I'm like, interesting that it says that. It says I've lost muscle mass since the last time I had that done. But all of my metrics went up. I guess fat helps you lift weight. I don't know. I don't know about that, Jerry. I'm not sure that that's how that works. Damn. I ate something too, and that vodka is delicious. Having finished Days Gone and becoming further frustrated by Sekiro. Oh, my fucking word. Have I things to say about Sekiro? Such dark, heinous things! Fucking... Never mind. No, we're at peace. No, we're not. The whole world is ending. Your life sucks. It's... Okay. I moved on to the latest Metro game, Exodus. It's not private thoughts. It initially engrossed me almost totally with the way you're expected to navigate the large open apocalyptic setting where resources await scouring and yes, I made a game review in my journal. Fuck off. Navigate the large open apocalyptic setting where resources await scouring and bandits with makeshift guns can quite easily cut you down. As you progress, however, mount more resources and better guns, the game begins to feel less like a survival sim, like Stalker, and more like the previous games, which may have also suffered from that same shoddy aiming controls. They're just more noticeable now. That one is not confined... Wait. They're just more noticeable now that one is not confined to a series of corridors. Still, I can actually say I've enjoyed the ride despite the issues, and as of now, I am still just coming to what I think is the end. Yep, that's the last thing I wrote. That was like almost a month ago. Can I take this off yet? What do I have to roll to take this off? This thing's heinous. Oh my God, I need air. F. Oh my God, that's wonderful. Hang on, man. Oh, fuck. Scooting it back. It's raining men. Oh, fuck me. Hallelujah. It's raining men. Amen. Oh, my fucking word. That feels orgasmic. Oh, it's so very lightweight. Oh, let me just get some air. F. Press F in the chat, boy. I don't have like an A cut going on here. Oh my God, my shoulders are killing me from shoulder press too. It's okay. It's all right. You can admit that I like Kojima every day. And I'm just like, yeah. Daddy Kojima is the director of this video game, actually. Adrian Stuff Survival and Blacksmithing. God damn, you have a long-ass name, but I am very interested in your channel. Like, I swear to God, I'm like waiting for, the cutie at work to figure out that like we're fucked and to basically dump her beta male boyfriend and rock it on over, move over, little dog, big old dog's coming in, but she ain't gonna. Oh my God, bitch, you dumb. You see me climb 5 nines. You know that I've got the skills to pay the bills, bitch. Like I showed you the videos of me shooting. That means pussy. I don't understand. What are you doing? You're doing it wrong. You fucking passed down through generations, but it's right there. And I could reach back and get it, but I have this feeling that it will destabilize everything. That is Frederick Douglass's Narrative of American Slave. That is the comic Black Summer. And right next to it is Uzumaki by Junji Ito, I believe. Yeah. He then goes on to say, hang on. Oh God, it's gonna bump, and then I'm gonna lose my place in line here. And oh my God, so terrible. Everyone's just like, Tolstoy, is there something you want to tell us? Like, no, shut the fuck up. Keep going. Says, I thought normal flu was like 0.1%, and this was about 4% with the intervention, 18% without. Oh God. Is that it's not 18%. That's like close to Spanish flu. Nuh-uh, bud. Oh, what happened to all my vodka? That was not enough. You should calm down anyway. That was plenty. It's at 11% death rate right now. I need to stop compulsively checking the stats. Okay. I'm juking the numbers like all the other normies, trying to be positive, by not taking into consideration all of those who have not gotten better yet. They could still get better. Every single one of them could still get better. Maybe. God, I'm torn between watching tonight I Am Legend or what's that amazing one with Bruce Willis where like there's a virus that people can't come on, the Army of the 12 Goddamn Monkeys. Shit's cash. Why would you guys tell me the actual fucking numbers? I need a third person. I was hoping Sweetie from work would understand. And she'd be like, ooh, daddy, I'll be your fucking ammo mule. I go, ooh, girl, with that fat ass. How many fucking mags you can hold in that fucking back pocket? Girl, not many, because your ass is so fucking fat. It's fantastic. Fucking glorious. God damn. She's like a white girl. It's Brazilian. I don't even understand. Anyway, focus, Tolstoy. Focus, you fucking retard. Ginor25 says, longtime fan, Tolstoy, since 08. That was the last time this site was great. Hey, it's funny because it's all shit now. 8man says, if YouTube was fucking with you like you just said, they would have pulled this live stream off air as soon as you pulled out the shotgun. No, not necessarily, because then it's too obvious. You haven't obviously heard of shadow banning. Shadow? Shanobi. I don't understand. By the way, I'm reading I don't know why I got this book. I'm reading a book about ninjas because I was like, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I will educate myself. And this shows you like how open my mind is, because a lot of people who know the old Tolstoy know about my whole rant about ninjas didn't exist, not in the way that you think they did. And there's some interesting facts that I've learned, but for the most part, most of this shit, I'm just like, no. And then the second thing is just like the historian who supposedly wrote another book about samurai, who he's an English historian who, graduated from the Oxford History of Sino-Asian Studies. And I'm like, or the Oxford School of Sino-Asian Studies as a historian. And like, he literally refers to the short sword as a tonto. And I'm like, instantly, nope, you insta-ban, get the fuck out of here. That's a 30-round clip, mega ghosty maxi, semi-fully automatic. Like, no, it ain't. Oh yeah. Okay, it's fucking hot. It's really goddamn hot. Oh god. Well, I don't have a sore throat. Fever. I don't have malaise. No, that's claiming as shit. Ha! All right. Woo! Sorry. I'm also a hypochondriac. Can you tell? It's not my fault. So much weird shit has happened to me. Oh no, Europe King 1 says, "You're pretty swole," with like a weird face. Oh, thank you, man. I wish. Let's see if I can get that going on. Oh, it looks like shit, man. Nah, it looks like fucking shit. I don't even look. Um, King of Europe 1 says, "Why did you unlist most of your vids?" I didn't. I deleted them. They're gone forever. And you know why? If you don't, go back and look at my live streams. You should be paying attention. Sarah says, "Dragon flags." I don't know what that is. Chin ups, slow plus negatives, and cable crunches are just for abs. Mostly what I do are weighted. Weighted crunches. I do the weighted crunches. I do planks to the tune of 1 minute and 40 seconds on each side, in between which I do 20 leg raises and then 20 bicycles, but they don't always hit the spat. I find it's very hard to hit it just right. I do hammer swings. That's about it. And you're saying chin-ups? I think that's more back. I mean, yeah, in the core, but goddamn, I'm going bald. Look at that fucking shit. I saw this like one tuft of hair. I'm gonna be wearing like the reverse hair bow up in this bitch. God was like, "LOL, deal with that, faggot." I'm like, "Thank you, God." But if he can make the beard finally just come in, I would be so happy to either just have the beard or for it to go away permanently, and not that actual second one, because then that would mean low T. That's another thing. I've heard that the Coronid, I almost said something really bad. The Chinese flu, otherwise known as the Kung flu. Nuke China. I've heard that it can cause permanent lung damage and it can cause testicular damage. And if that's the case, well, let's just say my nearest Chinese restaurant has a pretty big surprise, pretty big order coming in. It's going to be me. But we won't talk about that. Adrian Stuff Survival and Blacksmithing. Your name is now Adrian. Adrian says, "I'd love to talk bodybuilding with you. If you suck inside if you're stuck inside." Okay, well, you wrote "if you suck inside." I'm not going to suck your dick, bro, inside or outside. If you suck, I suck inside, but outside I'm great. Kind of true, actually. Inside workouts are shit. I can't do well inside, meaning I'm not at the gym. Says, if you suck inside for 3 months, you could get jacked. Not necessarily. I don't have a steady source of protein. Like I added some shit. Like we got some shit, but enough to last like a month, maybe. We'll see what this quarantine does. I'm scared. Don't help me, I'm scared. Jay Watterson 69 says, on a side note, you can live out your Krakauer-inspired fictional McCandless quarantine fantasy. The fuck are you talking about, Dead? That's a thought. It is a thought. God, I wish there was like, multivites. I was going to say, yep, multivites. Well, I do have a couple books of I haven't practiced foraging at all, though. I have a couple books of identification for wild plants. I don't think any of them are in my area. I think I'm pretty fucked up the butt on that one. God damn, this shit's hitting me pretty fucking hard. I had like a fairly big lunch. I've been watching too much Eats Boris, and I literally was just like, well, sauerkraut's a vegetable. Schnitzel is a meat. I'm trying to do kind of high fat, high protein still, as much as I can, like being stuck inside my fucking house. I mean, I'm saving the cans of tuna. That shit I'm fucking saving. And by the way, they were like light chunk. There was nothing I could do. Everything was wiped out at my grocery store. But now everyone is working from home at my employer. The company's VPN is fucked and slow as shit. Makes it hard to pretend to work. Your connection, ironically, is pretty fucked. Pretty American. The second one is, yes, I'm getting drunk again. I'm going through some bad shit right now. As well as the goddamn virus. Anyway, but hey, man, if we get them Trump bucks, oh my God, give me the neat bucks, baby. Right in my face. Give it to me. I don't fucking care how gay that was. I don't fucking care. pay for 500 megabits per second internet, but I've been getting about 300 since the funny flu. Do you mean the Kung flu? Let's never forget where this shit came from. And if we survive all this, is having feelings? I don't know how else to say that, like, for them lady folk, but like, we're all about to die, so I might as well like admit it. Like, more than a couple times, like with this new bitch from work who I tried not to get invested in. I tried, like, she honestly thinks she can friend zone me, and my conscious mind is aggressive and like, yeah, fuck you, bitch. I even said, like, I don't know if I told you the whole story, probably having a drunken rant, but I literally called her a whore. I was just like, I felt like you were really flirting with me right there in the beginning. And she was like, oh, I do that with everybody. I went, so you're a whore. You know what I mean? Like, I just like called this bitch out, and she's like, well, there's no such thing as a friend zone. I was like, fuck that. That's you defrauding me. That's you taking my time and attention and not giving me what I want. You know what I mean? Anyway, long story short, I just told myself, like, one of the good metrics was, I was just like, as long as you don't have dreams about this bitch, you're not as like sappy as you were when you were 20 and some bitch like destroyed your life. So of course my subconscious is like, want some dreams about her? And I was like, no. And I literally woke up and I went, you faggot. Because I was just like, God damn it, that's worse. I would rather have a gay fantasy. I would rather like have dreams about like, fucking dudes and like prison and shit like that than to know that I had fucking fifis for some bitch. Don't matter. She's gonna die. God damn, and her mom smokes too. Enjoy giving that to your mom. I hope this doesn't like demolish my gains. I mean, I worked out yesterday and my shoulders feel fucking fantastic. When I flex like this, my shoulders are from doing the shoulder press. No, I don't use the machine. I have gone down from 42 to 37.5. Not happy about that at all. My bench is fine, surprisingly. It's still about 165, which means I'm still at the plateau, which means fuck my life. Kazlab says, so how busy is your work since we're skipping that. Thoughts on Jet Set Radio? I don't know. It's been a million years since I played it. Jet Set Radio Future was infinitely better. Anyway. Kazlab says, oh shit, yeah, the vodka again. Drink up because you don't know if the end is coming soon. Yeah, now you kind of get it. Jessica Dane says, the quarantine is boring and I've been doing it for 72 hours already and all I've done is eat a lot of unhealthy snacks, watch Netflix, and finger myself. You know what? You posted it. I'm going to fucking finish it and finger myself because what else am I going to do? If you are in proximity to North Carolina, you look not that picture. You know what? If you're in proximity to North Carolina, fucking an extra person. I have too many assault rifles. Said no boogist ever. Kazlab says, please say your piece about Sekiro. You don't got enough time, boy. Woo. So Sekiro is shit. Let me tell you why. Oh, I just noticed Clive Winston's in the house. Clive, you better boog out to Yawari. God damn it. I mean, Clive, don't totally show up to Yawari. It's not where we're totally meeting. I swear to God. And like, I'm going to get there and there's going to be like every fucking redneck is going, get out door. It's closed. No dogs allowed. What's the password? It's not taco. Like, fuck. My piece about Sekiro. Fuck Sekiro. Okay. So I started playing it, and one of the things that I noticed is that it moves too fast and erratically. I also feel like the whole timing system, whole rhythm-based system is absolute shit, and that it's very temperamental. The hit mechanics are absolute shit and totally temperamental, and I've looked this the fuck up, by the way. One of the things that's actually, like... So, this is a long fucking winded story, and I don't give a fuck! We ain't got nowhere else to go. Fuck, we're trapped here. And I'm gonna get stinky drunk. The last time that I had this vodka, I ended up going out and I was trying to look up Welcome to the NHK, and I ended up looking up that Welcome to, I think it's called Martin. Anyway, that thing where like Steve Carell is a gay dude who got his shit beaten, and now he's like, he plays with dolls in order to like feel better about his life. And actually, there's some good fight scenes in there, but I really don't remember much about it, just the fight scenes. And I had to ask my brother, like, I was like, was he gay or what? And my brother was like telling me the whole plot. And I was all like, was it feminist the entire time? Because usually you just pass right the fuck out. I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, but you kept complaining that there wasn't enough action. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds about me when I'm drunk. So, million years ago in a galaxy far, far away, there was a young Tolstoy who was gaming. His first gaming console was the Nintendo Entertainment System, really. I mean, before then, I played on Atari 7800. And my first game actually ever was the E.T. It was fucking T, man. But I didn't know how to play the game, so I was just like, I don't know. Bright colors, cool, because I was like 4, 5. So then 8, 3 years later, it's my birthday, which makes it 1994. Fuck you. And they released that topping NES. That's actually a collector's item. That's with Zach now because I wasn't going to take good care of it. And it's fucking Zach, right? So I get that. Bunch of games. These games are hard as fuck. Some are good, some are bad. I didn't have any of the classics like Legend of Zelda. I wish I did. Although, looking back, my skills as a gamer at 8 were fucking beyond amazing because like all you did was just memorize the patterns. And I had like some really shitty games. So like, for example, the Ninja Turtles game, that famous one that AVGN rated. Only years later, when I watched AVGN, did I realize I wasn't bad at video games as a kid. I was probably great because I got almost as far as he did. It was just that those games were fucking shit. As a child, I feel like this actually gave me like some kind of like some hang up. Like, I really negatively affected me in my life. Like, it gave me a weird victim complex because ultimately one of two things happened. I don't really remember this too clearly. I either and I remember like I was such an angry young man. And that was just part of it. Another part of it having to do with going through the education system and being abused for being born. Just check to see what. Just gotta check. Oh, I'm a man. Levi's belt. Anyway, so I had a lot of anger when I was a child. Just waiting for it to unstabilize, to restabilize. I had a lot of anger when I was a kid. Part of it, most of it was school. And we won't even get into that shit, but I was using a lot of Pro Game before AVGN was ever AVGN, and I'm grounded on several occasions because my parents would be upstairs napping. It'd be after church, it'd be Sunday, and I would be in the living room just shouting, "God fucking damn it, piece of shit, fucking!" And I was either upset at myself for not being absolutely hard to fuck with you. That's actually kind of what I thought. Later, I realized, like, it actually really lifted like a burden from my shoulders when I watched AVGN and was just like, oh. It wasn't that I was bad at video games. It's that these games were designed by retards and they suck. You know what I mean? So essentially, what I have since then learned, and like, it's really made me interested in things like game theory. Whether or not one of the things that fascinates me actually is with modern day video games is like whether or not the difficulty is actually real or artificial. And I'm not sure where I place secure. Like, I've never had a temper tantrum about rock climbing. I've definitely rage quit on video games. Hey, bro, if I was going to spend, and people are like, we just got to get good, scrub. No, I'm not a faggot. You know, if I was going to get good at something, like I would get good at marksmanship. I threw a hissy fit because I couldn't win because that's real life. And there's connection unstable. Yeah, there you go. That's my unstable connection. I've never thrown a hissy fit IRL. But I have rage quit, and Sekiro made me rage quit over and over again. So ultimately, I said all that to say this: I've looked this shit up. Like, I do research every time I feel like a game has like poor difficulty, and I will admit it's almost impossible to find a game that's got the perfect amount of difficulty. Like, I'm replaying Prey, which, by the way, was one of the best games of all time. I'm just gonna point that out there. But this time it's not as difficult. I realized the way to win. Like, the first time I played it, I was terrified. It felt dark and claustrophobic. This time, I'm kind of like literally just shotgunning the shit out of everything. And actually, I'm playing Division 2 as well, and it's not as difficult as the first one. So basically, I said all that to say this, like, just like little things. I look up, I end up like researching, like, hey, what is wrong with this game? Do you all feel like this is bullet sponge stuff? Like, certain. There we go. It's okay. I'll pause every fucking time. So, like, people complained about like bullet sponges in Tom Clancy's The Division, and I'm just like, but that's the only way to make the game work as an RPG. I actually like that, which is hysterical. And for example, what I was saying in my journal about Exodus, Metro Exodus, was like, they don't have aim acceleration. Like, remember, I don't know anything about technology. So I looked this shit up and I'm like, oh, no shit. And I noticed, I was like, why is the sniping so bad in this game? And I just typed in Metro Exodus aiming problems. And I get a bunch of Reddits, and Reddit is like, hey, if you notice there's no aim acceleration on this, and people are like, yeah. And yeah, so stuff like that. So Sekiro, hit detection is shit. The rhythm thing, I think is fucking wrong.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like the controls are just kind of shit, and everyone's like, "Oh, you just got to get." Everyone's just like, "Oh, you just got to get good scrub," and I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I have things to do with my life, so fuck off. Like I was playing Days Gone before that, and it was a little easy. I didn't die that much. It's really hard for me to find a game that I think has the best difficulty. And by the way, Resident Evil 4 is the shining example of that. And there's actually a reason why. It has an AI in it that dictates how well you're doing and thus dispenses resources based on whether or not. King of Europe says, women breaking down after not getting constant attention for 24 hours. Oh, Jesus. And he directed it at Jessica. Ironically, she owns it and says, that's me. And that's not like a comment on me, like, I'm going to throw your back out, bitch. Like, no, it's a comment on, like, can you carry shit? If you can carry more ammo, welcome to it. I wish my cousin was here, but anyway. Clive Winston says, holy shit, I actually made it. Hell yes. Official hell yes, Clive Winston. Caslab208 says, ever play Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo? Oh, yeah, that's another great actual, another good example of really good difficulty. All the Super Mario Brothers. I have nothing but praise for the controls for all Super Mario Brothers games. Super hard. You don't really finish a lot of them. I think the last one that I actually finished was I didn't finish Super Mario Sunshine, and that was really hard. I enjoyed the shit out of Super Mario Sunshine. I think that's my favorite one. But, yeah. So he says, ever play Super Mario Brothers on the Nintendo? If so, how far have you gotten? We didn't get very far on that one. Me and my brother together playing multiplayer got to the actual end of Super Mario Brothers 3. I never finished it with him. One summer, he locked himself in his room with a pot of coffee, a bunch of shitty 80s hair metal, and my Nintendo Entertainment System. He not only beat that, but I think number 2. Well, no, number 1. We didn't have number 2. So he beat Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario Brothers 3. The ones that I was more interested in that were baller hard, and honestly, I would do a remake of was Star Tropics. Y'all remember Star Tropics? Yeah, buddy. Skip that comment. Richard Righteous says, hey, Tolstoy from Yorkshire. Hey, Righteous. How's Yorkshire? I'm assuming that's England. Hey, wait, what was the English place I was looking? Oh my God, it might have been Yorkshire. There's an English YouTuber that I greatly love, Fact Fiends. And the dude moved either from a place to either London or Sheffield. And he was complaining about, he's like, everyone's rude here, which I thought was funny. And I think he was from Yorkshire. So like I looked it up and it's just like, there's an aquarium there. English people are weird. Anyway, Dominguez Supertramp makes a penis and balls with his with the symbols that he has. Caslab says, ever watch the South Park movie? If so, what's your favorite musical number from it? What would Brian Boitano do? What would Brian Boitano do if he was here today? I bet you kick an ass or two. That's what Brian Boitano do. Yeah, of course I've seen that movie. That's amazing. King of Europe says, Yorkshire puddings are the best puddings. I'll take your word for it. I'm not too crazy on puddings. Ultimate X James says, destroy coronavirus. It's ruining my life. I'll work on that, I guess. And everything jumped. Move along. Oh, man, you all commented a lot. You all commented a storm, which is, by the way, what I want, because I ain't got shit to do but get drunk and maybe watch a movie later. Hopefully I'll be awake for that. I might have to drink some coffee later on. I'm back to full, like, my combat weight, though, in terms of, like, being able to drink. Probably not a good thing, Patrick. But what am I going to do about it? I wanted to get some Everclear. That way I would have like a good supply that I could like water down. They were out. Which, why is everyone in North Carolina like this? In my nicest way at the ABC store, I was like, are you gentlemen out of... Because remember, see, that's how you got to phrase it. You got to sound like you're from... It says, if you want pussy, Tolstoy, you need money. Don't buy shotguns, then save up. Tits, a money, planet, remember where you are. Here the issue, no. Alpha fucks, beta bucks. If the bitch don't want my dick for these sweet fucking gains, bro. Yeah, check out the deltoid needs work. I can't. Can you flex your deltoid? How? Yeah. Fuck off. I climb 5'9s. Fuck you. What are you gonna do about it? If the bitch don't want my dick for this, and like, and rest assured, if say not for every bitch, but if for this particular bitch that we're talking about, you know what I mean, it was like, well, you know, whatever. Then like I would get my life together and work as hard as I could to, you know, buy her shit to make her fucking happy. But I ain't gonna do that if she ain't my bitch. Is you ain't my baby. Like it kind of works like that. I know. Patriarchy. Screech. Flick, 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 flick. You flicker your hands, you know? Wave your hands like that. Like, I know, it fucking works like that. You know what I mean? Like, either produce or fuck off, bitch. And by the way, the money, you ain't gotta worry about that shit. What you gotta worry about is sucking my D. Let's check the death toll, shall we? God damn. Fuck you, Tolstoy. You're drunk. You're drunk, bitch. Are you really drunk off that little bit of vodka? Fuck you. Fuck you, faggot. Check it out. That didn't bump too much. It's still at 1,103. Well, 11,300. King of Europe says, lower your upload bit rate. It's buffering you, silly sausage. I don't know how to fucking do that. I just go onto YouTube. I click, I'm going to use my webcam, and it uses the webcam. It doesn't tell me shit about it. That's really weird what just happened. Anyway, on my desk. Wiki wiki wah wah. Wiki wah wiki wiki wah wah west. Jim West, Desperado. By the way, man, fuck off. I like Will Smith and his nice clean rap. I was a child when that happened, and it was fucking good. So it's hokey, but there's a lot of movies that are. I mean, what you think Men in Black is a masterpiece? Okay, yeah, it's but I mean, you know, it's not Citizen Kane. A lot of people were butthurt because of the hit, which is hysterical because these days they're like, well, why weren't there Romans who were black? And I'm like, because there really weren't. I don't know. What do you want? And they're like, well, the ancient Irish could have been in 300 AD could have been black. Not really. But like 70, who was black? Like, couple reasons. Hang on for this. One, it's based off an actual real thing. So the whole Django Unchained myth actually has some legitimacy to it. There was a Drunk History about this, which, by the way, Drunk History, it's the greatest program ever. There was a Drunk History about this, and ironically, the dude who played him was Jaleel, the motherfucking man, Urkel Sonic, the goddamn Hedgehog White. So, Jaleel White was playing this dude who was an actual, he really was a freed slave, or an escaped slave that had been raised by Seminoles by the age of 13. So, he knew tracking skills, could find you hiding in a barrel of water in Timbuktu by your smell. So, the federal government actually post-Civil War, made him a hunter of that, if you want nightmares. The dudes who deserted the Confederacy, but were known for their like Confederate war crimes and shit. Yeah, the Union government was interested in finding them. They found out that this black dude who was raised by Native Americans was just really good at finding that shit. So they employed him. So James West from the Wild Wild West is based a lot off of that. And honestly, that's not the weirdest thing that they could have done, and they handled it kind of okay, considering that, you know, there's an 80-foot steampunk-powered spider. Could have been fucking weirder, guys, and honestly, that's my fucking shit. I love that goddamn movie. Fuck you. So, I'm going to get some more vodka. You will excuse me. Don't knock over the shotgun. Put the shotgun someplace safe. Woo! I'm in danger. Or maybe I am the danger. I'm going to black out before any of this. Woo! This, again, there you go, man. The biggest thing I could find, they didn't have Everclear, so I got a liter, 2 liters, Christ, of 100 proof. Oh, this is going to make my stomach fucking turn, baby. Don't even smell it, T. Don't even smell it, because you know that it's going to be a problem for you. That sound that it makes, that's a good start. I said don't smell it. By the way, all of Maryland is on shit tier lockdown. Enjoy your lockdown, plebs. In North Carolina, you can walk freely and infect people at will. 8Man says, oh, I already read that one. Blah, blah, blah. Kazlab says, also, you still talking to the girl that admitted to doing hair? Like, I mean, they weren't mountains, but back in the day, like, little young Hike in Tolstoy thought that was like the mountain was like a small foothill, but it was covered in like, pricker bushes and rocks and shit that people didn't. It was bad enough that when I saw it, I was like, that's the place I'm going to jump her. And I was like, we're going up there. And she was such a slope of like rocks that like we're making out and she stops and she's like slipping. She said it 3 times. I was like, yeah, you're right. And I had to like alley-oop onto the other side of her and like push her farther up this rock, like give her leverage to go farther up on this fucking rock, man. Anyway, long story short, when I first got here, I was like, listen, bitch. I texted this shit. I said, listen, bitch. I said that, well, here's the thing. First thing I did was, okay, this is weird, but she had a roommate that had gotten his shit beat and she performed the fuck. She performed some first aid on him, and he caught the feels, and he wrote her a stocky-ass 12-page letter in the third person that was in the third saying, Tolstoy thinks that you would be happier moving out of North Carolina with him. Well, I had stopped halfway through and was like, don't be a fucking beta. Don't fucking do this. She doesn't give a shit. Just let it fucking go. And then I'm just like, why did you fuck me, bitch? I don't even understand. Anyway, so when I got down here, I texted her. I was like, look, you ride championship horses. That's like this bitch's thing. First of all, she's a bad bitch. Like, let me tell you about this bitch. She's bad. Got them hips that don't lie. Got that ass that's just, I mean, like, bitch is built like a fucking howitzer. She's like a Panzer lady. And she rode championship horses. She's actually from Michigan. And she's from like the Detroit area, and she used to like work on Detroit era muscle cars. Like she like kept her car, like which was an old shitty ass Dodge Avenger, like living using black magic and love. Long story short, she's also had like a long and tragic life. Lots of abuse, lots of whatever. Easy for me to prey on. Anyway, so I texted her. I was like, look, there's nothing in Maryland for you. This place ain't that bad. There's horse stuff everywhere. It's horse land down here. Come down here. You know, she was originally entertained, and she was communicating, like she was talking to me before. Like we were so serious that she was like, if I take this job with horses in Virginia, will you still come to see me? Like when I was living in Maryland, like, well, that's Virginia. It's one state north. Like, come to the South, bitch. Do it. I said so. Anyway, she didn't respond. So I was like, all right, is what it is. Years later, she hits me up like, how you doing? You know, and shit like that. And she was trying to get some shit going. But I realized like she just wanted me to like, pet her ego. And like tell her like, ooh, girl, I'm gonna like fuck you in the butt. Like, not really, but just whatever. She was trying to get that shit going. I could even tell by the rhythm of how she was responding that I was not the only person that she was talking to. And that immediately turned me off. I was like, bitch. I'm the unforgivable guy with women. Like, bitch, you ain't better have no siblings. Who are these the motherfuckers in your wallet? It's my brother. Oh, bitch, you ain't better have no siblings. Took her to the Silver Ball. She didn't look like she would have a good time. I was like, bitch, you ain't no nerd. Could have swore you was. Like, that kind of shit. Anyway, long story short, she tried to get some shit going, and she was like trying to like rile me up. And I just like dodged that like the Matrix. Like, you know what? You made a decision years ago not to text me back. You ain't down with me. If you don't want me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Jump into my as the childrens would say these days. It was trying to jump into my DMs or whatever the fuck. And then I had like either something with my gallbladder, a pinched nerve in my back, pulmonary embolism, collapsed lung. I don't know. That was the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life. And I heavily considered killing myself to end the pain. Like, that's how you know how bad it was. I don't know. I don't have any measurement of like how I would even only consider the pain like about like a level 6 out of 10. But I thought it was going to last the rest of my life. So I was like, well, this is it. I'm going to drive to Patapsco. I'm going to mix what vodka I have left with specialty, scream in agony. And I just like thought to God, like I just like reached out and I was like, is this because I'm trying to fuck a married lady? And then the next day it started getting fucking better. And so like, that's a Bible. It's open to Matthew. I want you to know that's how bad the situation is. Fuck, where's the rosary from my dashboard, man? I need Bubble Gunner Jesus in here right now. Long story short, nah, Anyway, then months later, I'm like looking through my old Facebook messages to like look for change back. And she's like, well, life comes at me fast. And, I had to. And I was all like, uh-huh. And she's like, well, he just. So let me give you the right. This motherfucker bought her a horse. Bought the bitch a horse. Like, do you know how expensive horses are? Like, bought this bitch a horse. And then she divorced him. And I was just like, and why? And she's like, well, he just didn't, he didn't put me in my place. Literally her words. That's what she's into, is that whole, into the whole like, and I'm just like, sounds like you made a poor decision. It's almost like women are torn in between two kinds of men. And they just think they can have both men, but you kind of fucking can't. It's like you can have a pickup truck or you can have a sports car, but you can't have fucking both. And no, El Camino don't count. Match. It's the end of the world. Let it rip, baby. Hillary Clinton squads are on their way. I await you patiently. Screaming, I don't give a fuck with my windows down and my system up. Oh. Ah! Oh no. Oh no. That connection unstable took a long goddamn time. I wonder if that has anything to do with the naughty things I said. Righteous says Yorkshire pudding's the best. Cool, good to know. Little homie, his screen says big homie, but really he's thinking to talk to little homie. Says, well, that's one hell of a thing to hear when you first join the live chat. Oh yeah, daddy, I'll be your ammo mule. Gets my dick hard every time. Dominguez Supertramp says, hey, that's the CTFX was still together. That's when CTFX was still together. Don't know who that is. He also says, there's a shipment of chicken tendy. Don't you just hate that word? Chicken tendies. I hate that word. I hate that green text. I hate chicken tendies. Gonna need you to never say that ever again. Adrian says, if you're quarantined for 6 months, you should just work out bulk and become the Lord Humongous. Okay, that is a thought. Using what food? What food am I going to use for that? Where do you think it's coming from? Yep. 8Man says, Yinukum Rio. I have no idea what the fuck that means. Sarah says, nobody seems to be talking about the second strain and how if you're infected with the first, you can still be infected by the second. There's a lot of misinformation going around out there. I don't know if that's real or not. That's the thing. There's a whole bunch of shit going on right now that we have no idea if it's real or not. So I'm trying to stay on the positive side. That is a thought. That is something that people talked about, is as to whether or not. Come on, bitch. There we go. As to whether or not how long your immunity lasts for, because that's an issue. I've been hearing that we can kind of mitigate this with antivirals and anti-malarials. It's an interesting thought. Pinky315 says, when the next Atari Jaguar review coming out? I don't know. Send me another Atari Jaguar, and I'm going to shoot it at the range. Thanks, man. Pinky then also says, will you survive or be used as sustenance? I don't know for the next month, or are they doing that over here in California? They are doing that over here. Hell no. Hells to the fucking nizzo. They literally sent us a note saying, hey, man, if you have a problem with like your apartment and stuff, if you have COVID, we're not coming in. So fuck you. Which is interesting to see. Sarah says national lockdown, from what I've heard, is supposed to be going on down on Sunday. They're calling in all retired military personnel to help combat the chaos that probably will ensue. Okay, here's the issue with that. I've heard that as well. I'm also personal friends with a shit ton of veterans who have told me nothing like that. So I'm pretty sure 82nd Airborne are no slouches, ma'am. So here's hoping that that's just wrong. Or maybe here's hoping that's right. We actually need to quarantine if the numbers are right. But I don't know. It's the two faces of tomorrow. Should you trust the government or not? The whole thing's scary. Adrian says, true, Arnold recommended 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight per day. I need to order more protein powder. Yeah, well, I only have 1 jug of it. Thing of rice, thing of beans, 4 tins, massive industrial-sized tins of refried beans, about 6 tins, 7 tins of tuna, bunch of oatmeal. And after that, each one of these is a squirrel. We got them in our area. The question is, at what point may I discharge them without cops showing up? It's my favorite fucking color. Fuck you, faggot. So, oh, fuck. Christ. Lockdown. Kyle's in here. Hey, Kyle, you're in lockdown because you're in New York. Better than being in California, am I right? I'm right, faggot. It's so great to say that word. It's so wonderful. And it's not homophobic because I'm gay. That's right, I'm gay. I love dudes and fucking them in the butt. Put women on edge is what I should say. Which I can because I'm gay. So fuck you, normie. You fucking cisgendered binary? Non-binary. Regular binary. You AC/DC motherfucker. Some women before have been like, well, you know, if you don't want it, because I've been like, hey man, I'm MGTOW essentially, and they're like, well, if you don't like women, maybe you're gay, and I'm like, bitch, I wish I was gay. Let me tell you the reason why. And I ran down. I was like, you can't get married. He can't say that you raped him. He can't fucking have you evicted from your house. And like immediately their eyes like hit the ground, and they were just like, and I'm just like, that's right, bitch. Falcon says Tolstoy is under siege, under lockdown. 28 corona-infected patients are gonna fuck Tolstoy's butt. Son. Ultimate X James says, your internet sucks. Sorry, everyone. We do applause for this. Yeah, well, your internet sucks. Fuck you. Fuck you, faggot. Kazlab208 says, is the bitch that friend-zoned you the same one that admitted she was on heroin? No. No, the one that, goddamn, you keep on. She wasn't on heroin. She had done heroin. God damn, what are you, a judgmental CIA dog? Never done drugs before? Some people can walk away. Like, you know, you ever snorted coke? Like, you can walk away from it. Don't be a little bitch. Like, that's literally like what some dude, like, I never got my chance to do Molly, but the dude who was like prepping me for it, who had done like 900, like had done all the Molly, was like, yeah, you know, the next day, you know, there's a come down. It's a hangover. You know, there's some people who are like, they're little bitches because they can't deal with the fact that their feeling went away. Do push-ups. And I was just like, fuck yeah. So there's that. Kazlab said, Sukabliat says, what do you think of High Point guns? That's not a question. Get the fuck out of here. Kazlab says, how were you able to work out? Aren't the gyms closed? No. There's no quarantine in North Carolina. No one gives a fuck. This is normal. Adrian says, Boog Tunes, The End of the World as We Know It by REM. Yeah? Bad Moon Rising by CCR. Sarah says, was considered to stop smoking weed in the middle of all this, but damn, it is hard to be sober these days. My work is deemed necessary, and it's just talk of current event. Big homie says, little homie says, post-nut Buddhism. Son, Buddha is watching, and you know that. My connection's unstable. Fuck you. Everyone's like, Tolstoy, don't do it. No, everyone's like, Tolstoy, do it. We want to see how bad this gets. Yeah. That one was bad. Sometimes you taste it, sometimes you don't. Not even sure how to explain that. 8-Man says, the girl lives rent-free in your head, Tolstoy. No. I see what you're saying. I do not obsess over her. Trust me, I was willing to let that shit go. I had pictures of her ass on my phone, right? And like, when I had to factory reset my phone, I realized I lost that information. And like, I thought about it for half a second, and then I literally said, the only thing that burns in hell is your memories. And I just let it go. Good ass, though. He says, there are more fish in the sea, homie. Don't let yourself get mind-fucked by someone. You were smarter than that. Okay, here's the issue. No, there aren't. No, there's not a lot of fish in the sea. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I've taken IQ tests, and I test, like, about 20 points above normal. So, like, there ain't many bitches that I can spend time with that don't drive me fucking nuts. There are very few of them that are, like, this intelligent. If we're talking about Heroin Girl, that shouldn't be her name. Her name should be Horse Girl. Like, the last conversation we had, she's like, oh, I want to go back to school for theoretical physics. The bitch already has a bachelor's in electrical engineering. She has a shitty ass fucking clavicle tattoo that's all, white trash as shit. And but it's the equation. Last time we talked, I was like, oh, theoretical physics, and I was like, oh yeah, how many bitches you think know about that shit, son? If you're talking about cutie from Work, fuck me. So like the whole point of bringing this up was somebody asked, have you ever had? We'll wait. The whole point of bringing all this up was like somebody asked, do you ever have any gay fantasies? And I'm like, bullshit. No. Sometimes my subconscious betrays me. And like the whole meme is like, oh, secretly, men will have, subconscious gay urges. Like, no, in my subconscious, it's that like, I still want to see this girl. It's like my subconscious desire, unfortunately, is to dream about her and to care about her. But, as time goes on, I give less and less of a shit, I assure you. Absolute Zero says sup, but he's Absolute Zero. So I won't eat zero. I don't even know. The Omni Seal says, Tolstoy, have you been drinking again tonight? What the fuck? Kazlab says, so was that the girl that admitted to doing heroin at least a good lay? Can you stop referring to her as the girl that had done heroin? How about your mom, the one that was a whore? Like, fuck off, man. You're kind of like trying to get up into my shit. And the answer is no. And it's not. It's fucking okay, man. It's fucking complex. Fuck all y'all. Y'all try to sit here and judge me, but like, it's like the end of Ratatouille. Like, I'm the one putting my shit out on the line. But like, look, I ain't one of these new age, fucking lip dick fucking I ain't a fucking like modern day Zoomer faggot. So like, I don't go around going like, oh, the hookup culture is great, man. First time sex is awkward. I've never had first time sex with somebody where the longest fucking relationship, and I hated that bitch. But like, we had the best sex. That's what kept us. Every time it goes down, every time it slows up, I'm just gonna stop. We had the best sex. Was just because I knew what she liked and she knew what I liked. Like this whole like weird modern day psyop of like, ooh, casual sex is so hot. You know what I mean? Oh, that's fun. Try new drinks, roller coaster rides, new movies, new books, new music. Yeah, all of that is cool. But like, imagine something else that was as personal as sex, like taking a shit. Something new you didn't expect. That's not fun. I don't ever want to like sit down and go, it's never done that before. Like, that's not a fucking thing, bud. So it was first time fucking sex. Also, I had rammed my knee into a lead pipe because we were hiking in Ellicott and it's a weird ass stalker-esque. And there was a pipe sticking out of the ground and the bitch was an ex-gymnast. Not even making that shit up. And she starts doing the balance beam routine on a fallen archway or the remnants of an archway of some fucking mill from World War I. And I was like, you're going to break your neck. Excuse me, let me get my med. And I turned to get to my backpack and boom, right in my fucking kneecap. So, of course, we're going at it. And I'm on my knees because, I'm fucking on my knees while yeah. And so it was hurting my goddamn knee. And like, anyway, no, the answer is no. But, if we'd had more time, it would have been better. So, you take your weird ass fucking Hollywood shit back to fucking Hollywood that's about to get nuked. Take your fucking weird ass shit, Wood, where what's his face admitted Harvey Weinstein's going to prison for 23 years for being a rapist. Enjoy, bitch. Enjoy. Oh God. Oh my God. I'm trying to like see what all you guys are fucking writing, but I gotta like, yeah, I'm old, so it all looks blurry. Xbox game. I don't know. Jet Set Radio Future. Mike says the thumbnail. Yeah, that's why I took the thumbnail. Ginor25 says T-Virus is next. Yeah, I'm hoping. I call Barry. I want to be fucking Barry up in this bitch. I got the 3.5 already. Caslab says, didn't you have the Spiritual Warfare for NES? That was a pretty good Zelda clone. It was the best Zelda clone. I consider it better than the original Zelda, but don't tell nobody I said that. Lil Gas Tank. What the fucker's name is Lil Gas Tank. Says, God damn, boy, I remember watching yo ass in a suit opening up a bitch ass. It's a bitch ass. Knuckles figure with cry faces. God damn, dude. You old sleepless owl. Sleepless owl. Says, hey, Tolstoy, I've been replaying. My connection's unstable. Sleepless Owl says, "Hey Tolstoy, I've been replaying BioShock. Do you still feel the same about the game as before?" Yeah, but there's a better version of it called Prey. Just saying. Dat Boy says, "Have you played Bloodborne or thought of playing it?" No way. That's my idea. I forced Zach into playing that shit, man. I miss Zach. Was that 2011? No fucking way. Uh-oh. Yeah. F. Yeah. Yeah. And I still got plenty of TP, bitch. Like, you best believe I was already prepped. God damn, was that 2011? Like, I think I met my ex in 2011, which literally means that less than a year from the publication of that shit, can't get my headphones back. Thank you. Thanks, faggot. Less than a year from the publication of that. Anyway. Fuck. That's crazy. As you get older, time starts to move closer. Time starts seeming closer together. It more compact. It moves faster. Days just bleed together. So, oh god, that's horrifying to know. I have that saved on my hard drive. Yeah, I could upload it, but I won't unless there was someone who wanted to upload it for me. Step up. Just hit me up on Facebook. Kazlab says, "Oh man, Super Mario Sunshine review. I love that game. Sadly, it gets a lot of unwanted flack. Yeah, by casuals and retards. I liked it. I think it was Mario 64, which was a great game, and I love that one almost as much. But Sunshine had such cool new mechanics and the water system. Like, it was just one of those Mario games that is awful. That is bad. I used to be able to drink the Long Johnson says, "I still jam out to some Sonic Adventure songs." Bro, I work out to Sonic Adventure songs. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me that I'm not gonna listen to Crush 40 while I'm benching. You wrong. And I bench 220, 225. 180. Okay, max actually was 175, but without someone watching over my righteous ass, I do about 165, and then I do like a 3x5, and then I'll drop that down to 145 and do a 5x5. You know what I mean? Or just whatever. Depends. It's been a long time, but I'm fucking around. Like, drinking is not a good goddamn idea. It eats your gains. Oh, but it feels so good. It really does. It's wunderbar. I feel so wonderful. I really do. This actually feels really great. I'm sure by tomorrow I'm going to hate my life. Wait, what's going to happen? Like, even my apartment people can't even look in now. Like, they're too fucking afraid, which, by the way, I need to clean that goddamn kitchen. Mark74 Echo says, "Hey Tolstoy, enjoy your lockdown and vodka. Don't get a lockdown, but enjoying some Jack on my days off." Hey man, what's up? I don't know. I see Mark's post on Facebook, so I know who he is, kind of almost on a personal level, and like I don't know what else to say, but like, don't die. Kazlab, the favorite Castlevania game. Ooh, Symphony of the Night. No, yeah, no, area of, but whatever his name is, I forget the Ada. I think the main character's name is Ada. Whatever, the dude with the fur coat or the white looking coat. He's a baller. He's a pimp. And bitches see that shit and they go, "Ah!" because they want that fucking D. Kazlab says, "Ever suffer through Doctor Who? No, I'm not that high." Kazlab says, "Not Kyle's mom is a stupid bitch or Uncle Fucker." Hey man, they're all classics, but I like Brian Boitano. Kazlab says, "I wonder, god damn, you comment the fuck a lot, you CIA dog. Give other people a chance." Kazlab says, "I wonder how Patrick is surviving this apocalypse." Hey, I actually heard from him, and he says that he's on leave. He says he's doing okay. I'm just glad that I heard from him. Then he says, ever played Donkey Kong 64? Yes, I rented that. And the same weekend that we rented the movie The Haunted Escape in Brother's Room. So that is a true story. That was back when I was a young Tolstoy lit. I think it was 9 or 8 when that came out. Owen Wilson. Scurry. I wish I could get scared like that. I wish I could watch stupid ass hokey horror movies with ghosts again. Wait, no. Hotel Papa Bravo 92 says, hi Tolstoy. Have you managed to unbrick your PSP? Are you actually asking that? How many years ago was that? And the answer is no. Kazlab says, so since the world is gonna end, gonna watch Cats 2019? No, because I don't have acid. Then Kazlab says, ever try cocaine? Official answer is no. Angel Silva says, this is gay. Hey, man. Don't be a homophobe. All right? You're gay. Oh, my God. More Kazlab comments. It's mostly just Kazlab spam. I hate YouTube. Kazlab says, then are you going to watch Wild Wild West tonight or Shark Tale? Hey, man, fuck off. I'm probably going to watch 12 Monkeys because it takes place in Baltimore and Philadelphia. And I've been to both those places, and I like both those places. Well, I like Philadelphia. Well, I've been there. We can say that. Kazlab says, since you are watching Cell at work, I got to ask, ever watch Osmosis Jones? Yeah, they showed it to us once in biology class. I wasn't too thrilled. Malong Johnson says, you have some major swamp ass, my dude. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, these pants, like, I look like I'm, like, just, I don't know, shitting myself at the gym, just, like, with liquid. Like, I had, like, a liquid down. Looking motherfucker. Look like I give a shit what you think. Or, yeah, I'm wearing a neck beard because bitches think it's sexy. You know? Like, who the fuck? It's the end of the goddamn world. Like, I haven't even done my hair. You're like, what makes you think that I give a fuck? Ow. I actually hit my teeth with that one. Didn't sound good and it felt weird. Sarah says, that ass sweat looked real. Christ, how bad? It's not that fucking bad. Oh my God. Okay, yes, it does in fact look like okay, there are very lightweight hiking shorts from Columbia that are made to, I don't know what they're made to do because water resistant shorts, like if they were 511s, would have sweated that out. But no, it just kind of looks like I hauled off and like had diarrheal, liquid blast in my underwear. Yeah, that's what it looks like. You know what? It's swamp ass. We gonna do about it, bitch. What the fuck you gonna do about it? None of y'all suck my dick. I don't gotta care about what you think. All right. Anyway, next, Kazlab said, "Oh my God, of course it's Kazlab. Christ, it's the Kazlab show now. Y'all need to start like muscling him out so that we can get some new. I mean, he asks interesting questions. He asks CIA questions. Kazlab says, "Can you read the first few?" Nope. Kazlab says, "Did that bitch wear yoga pants?" No, she did not. She wore like little like shorty denim shorts and a lacy thong underneath, which is hysterical because we were hiking. So essentially with a matching bra. So essentially she was saying we gonna fuck, which is great. But I hate you, bitch. Then he asks, Kazlab says, was there a lot of sexual abuse? I don't know what we're talking about, but quit being a CIA dog. Have you ever thought about killing yourself? Like make the world a Kane the Hey, what's up, man? I was doing a live stream. What's up? No, it's okay. It's just. Are you sure? All right. Oh well, I'm getting pretty trashed, and I'm doing a live stream. I will. The thing is that YouTube is juking my numbers so that actually no one can even. Okay, now they can tell you we're on, but before that, it completely blacked out. All right, man. I'll see you soon. All right. Thanks, man. See you. One of my Boog crew was just checking in. I would have let that pass over, but I was just like, if he was about to tell me that it was time to flip the fuck out, then it was time to flip the fuck out. Okay, Kane the Warlock. Thank God it's not Kaz Lab. Thank you, dear sweet baby Jesus. Says there's talk of my school's quarantine extending to 8 week. Oh yeah, my school. What fucking school, son? Anyway, my state has basically ended the school year. This is it, which is interesting, but they haven't quarantined. But despite the fact that we have 100 COVID patients, none of them have died yet. Kind of weird, but okay. Kane the Warlock says there's talk of my school's quarantine extending to 8 week at least, which is going to make the end of trimester 2 and the beginning of 3 kind of fucked. What do you mean the beginning of 3? Oh, you might be in college. I'm sorry. I don't know what age you were. I assumed you were high school because you're watching Tolstoy. So like, more Kaz Lab. Did you take this person behind the strip? Okay. Oh my. Hey, man. I'm watching you. I'm watching you now. That's okay. I'm watching you, fucker. Oh, I wonder if you're one of my NSA pigs that watches me. In which case, Joe no, you know who you are. I know who you are. You're fucking. What was his name? Christ. Partied with him. Kevin, can you stop doing that? Fucking. Anyway. James Kaminsky says, thoughts on Rich Piana. Wasn't he a bodybuilder? But I don't know. Sarah then says Rich Piano. Oh my God, more CIA pig. So Tulsi Gabbard dropped out today and supported Biden because Bernie was saying mean things to her. So are you starting to buy things on credit now that the world is coming to an end? No, I'm actually trying to pay off my credit because I don't necessarily 100% believe that the world is coming to an end. I have to balance how things are working. It might not. It might. If it does, I have enough shit, IA peg. When the shit runs out and you're like, well, I didn't prep. Yeah, you didn't prep. Now you got that preparation age. Anyway. Connection unstable. Playing a game. Take a drink every time it says, my. Not terribly fucked, but pretty fucked. Take a drink every time it says, connection unstable. Woo! My shit's tangled. Kazlab then asks, ever get into Animal Crossing? Yes, I played the original a lot. I refuse to play it now. That was a bad time in my life. That was back when I thought that being indoors and playing video games and never seeing the outside could somehow keep me sustained. And I lived like that for years, and it's a nightmare from which I was not able to wake until I finally did. And I went out and I embraced the sun and the steel. So there's that. Dominguez Supertramp says, hold up. What the fuck? Then someone named PKG96 says, laughing my ass off. Anyway, long story short, let's go. Malong Johnson says, now I have to add the homosexuality chapter of the Tolstoy lore. Fuck off. There is no chapter. Again, I don't give a shit. There's that supposed, like, that mechanism by which you think that you can shame me, which is like, oh, he might be gay. My family has tried that. My friends have tried that. Like, bitch, if I was gay, you would know, because I would wear the dopest shit, rub that shit in your fucking face, and I would have me a stable of boys. I'm like plus 18, obviously, but 10 years my junior, and they would be, I don't know, what am I looking for? Problem is, I've thought this question before in my head, and I've been like, what kind of guys would you be into if you were gay? And like, my brain immediately was like, traps. My brain was like, yeah, like the most feminine guys, but like, I'm not sure if you were gay, you'd be different. But that being said, either way, you think you're gonna like, oh, that's like a joke, like tee-hee, you could, bitch, I wish I was gay. I wish I was like the Greeks, that weird Freddie Mercury, I can fuck whatever I want. AC/DC, I'll fuck a man, I'll fuck a woman shit. I consider that to be alpha as fuck. Like, I consider that to be like a bear, like omnivore. Like, if it moves, I'll eat it kind of thing. Unfortunately, I don't have that capacity. Otherwise, my ass would have hopped on Grindr by now and found me a nice little, I was about to say Miss Thing, because it's like, makes it sound weird. Anyway, a little, master thing? Maybe that sounds better. Anyway, and I would have been like, suck their dick. But anyway, that's not how that worked out. We have yet to go on to Grindr. Not that fucking Tinder is working for my ass. Kazlep says, so are you still continuing watching the original Naruto? Nah, I dropped it. I tried. It's cool, but I couldn't finish rewatching it. Sarah says, attempted microdosing on shrooms. Oh, neato. Hey, Sarah, you're now my you're now one of my new favorite patients. Attempted microdosing on shrooms a month or so ago, debating on going on a full trip, but I'm hesitant because I know it relies heavy on mindset, and I don't think I'd have a good trip. Bro, I've had amazing trips, and I've had bad trips. You need a trip sitter. And assuming you're a girl, you can come on down to North Carolina. It's okay, girl. I got you back. I'll make sure you're, I mean, really. I don't have anything else to do. Is show you the ropes. I've had a balls out trip before, a couple times, but I had really wise ass people watching me. I had like the owl from like Nim watching my ass. I think the best thing that someone ever told me was, your trip won't stay like this; it'll change. And like that, like the phase that I was in was broken. I have a lot to say about psychedelics, but let's not let this devolve into that. Freak Pit Freak says, back dude, just took a test. I hope you passed. Wait, I know you passed. Osmotar says, I had a bad trip in a bad setting and now only microdosing till I move the fuck out. Yeah, trip in a good setting. But I was kind of like fucking around to find out. Like, I was doing it with some homemade shit that I shouldn't have been fucking with, and we're going to leave it at that. Kazlab says, did you... Oh my God, it's Kazlab again, you sly motherfucker. Why are you like this? Says, did you watch Gemini Man? It was the latest. Nope. Kazlab says, what would you rather? A short dress or yoga pants? Depends on the situation. Are we rock climbing or are we eventing? That sounded like a horse thing. It is a horse thing. When I say eventing, I mean like going to the movies. Either one. Cab says, hey man, electrical engineer is a hard degree to get. You have to go up to like Calc 3 minimum. Yeah, she has a very fucking low brain, which is hysterical because I'm a man and my ass is like, I still don't get, like, she, I don't get that. I can't do the calc that she can do. I actually think that she's autistic. That is actually a thought that has crossed my mind. Like, she's very kind of socially awkward, but she's a woman, so men still fucking want her. You know what I mean? Including me. But I feel like it's a major home field advantage. It's like, with lowered, the one thing that women have, which is their social skills, with autistic damage to that, not having the social skills, she relies more on just act. And that was fucking amazing. Like, she would just say things, you know what I mean? Even when she was trying to deceive me, you're like, bitch, you can't. In fact, after we got done fucking, she was like, well, I didn't know why she said this. I think she was trying to like assuage my fears. You know what I mean? Like, she was like, well, you're the third guy that I've slept with. And I was like hiking away from her. And I went, wait a minute. And I wheeled the fuck around and I put my finger right in her face. And I was like, I'm like the 10th guy. Fuck you. Take whatever number you just told me and maximize it by 3. And she was like, well, what do you mean? I was like, I know you fucked that other guy. And she's like, oh, he counts. And I was like, yeah, that's right, bitch. And she immediately was like, You know what I mean? Like, she gave up and showed a verbal submission. Christ, that sounds beta as fuck. She showed verbal submission. Whatever. I'm giving the situation as I read it. I think she might be autistic. I feel like that gives a man a home field advantage. Like, oh, fuck. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Rent in my head, as we would say. But of course, the CIA agent brings this up. Goddamn. By the way, I'm getting slowly pretty fucked. In about 30 minutes, I'm probably going to dive out and watch something. And my brother will not enjoy me kicking him off of his space game. But it's okay. Because I have many guns. even though I kind of needed to carry some of those guns. It's getting scary. Osmotar says, at Kaz, a dirndl or traditional Ukrainian linens only. Okay. One of us had an aneurysm. It might be you. Oh my God, it's Kaz Lab again. It says, at least it's more impressive than getting your degree in art history or veterinarian. Hey. First off, in veterinarian. Well, that just shows how little you know. That veterinarians are essentially doctors. No, they're not essentially doctors. They're fucking doctors. They just don't get paid as much. Like, no, don't get angry. Yeah, there is not as much demand. There is not as high a payment. You know, that goes right up there next to pilots, where pilots get paid about as much as I do to ensure the safety of $1 million+ worth of equipment that flies through the air, plus every single human being that's in there. Like, nah, man, veterinarians are pretty fucking hardcore. So are air pilots. You gay. All right, quit hating. Sarah says, the Roni had my texting, oh my God, you wrote it retarded. Had me texting my ex, figured now or never, giving an apology. And then, like, what looks like a drunken face. Yeah, you probably drunk. Good luck with that shit. I'm sure that always turns out great, talking to your ex. I'm kidding, it doesn't. Kazlab says, did you ever take a shit in front of somebody? Huh. No, I've never taken a shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're asking. You sound like you're being a fucking faggot edgelord. But if you mean, like, been at like a girlfriend's house and had to take a shit, so from that area of Europe that had all those kinds of holocausts and civil wars, I'm sort of like one of those people that is the descendant of all of those people who didn't die. It's almost like people who can eat 1 million cheeseburgers a day and survive and be skinny won't be skinny and or survive once the boog occurs. It's almost fucking like that, buddy. I am getting very trashed. Kazlab says actual sex is best portrayed in Brokeback Mountain. It's hard, rough, and angry. You think you're funny. Clive Winston says hiking may be a no-go this year, Tolstoy. Clive. The end of the world. What are you gonna? What classes do you have to show up to in the end of the world? Come on! I got one too many fucking assault rifles. That's a problem that most don't have. People are like, the stream didn't even drop. Are you still pouring more vodka? Yes, I am. I'm about to get belligerently drunk. Belligerently, which means I'm gonna be arguing with either my brother. And there's loaded guns. There's not really. Fucking nobody SWAT this place. Woo! Chris Samanki says, you got any new plastic wrap? No. That is an era that has come to an end. It's over, baby. You got what you got. I think it was pretty good. Peg actually asked good questions. Black Ops. You know what? No, actually, Ghosts. Ghosts was a really cool concept, actually. The plot was good. Fuck off. There are plots to Call of Duty games you actually have to know how to read, but they're actually decent. I wish that they were portrayed better as opposed to, like, weird-ass, like, 30-second blips in between load screens, but they're actually good. Oh, fuck, a bunch of goddamn comments. Y'all are bombarding me. All right, we're going to read them all. We have nothing else to do. This is it. How's Zach doing? Is he still rocking his Dreamcast? I don't know. I met him in a fucking bar in New Hampshire recently. Well, about a year ago. Well, not a year ago, half a year ago. Either way, I think he's doing okay. But we're not as good as we used to be. I miss you, bud. But life moves on. So Malong Johnson says, my favorite quote from you is from your console crisis video where the customer support says, if you want to kill yourself, press 5. Interesting. I don't even remember that, but that's a clever line. I'm glad I wrote it. Kazlab says, ever attempt to make a sex tape? No. You know why? Because I'm not a fucking retard. And like, I can live in the moment like a dog. So like, I don't know, like I'm talking to Miss Thing from work and she's like she's one of these Zoomers and she's into like whips, whistles, chains, and dildos. And I'm like, bitch, I'm into that thing where I lay you down and put my dick in you. That's called sex. And she's like, oh, you gotta have whips and chains and electric. No, you fucking don't. I don't know why you need it like that. You gay. Like, unfuck yourself. No, I've never been like putting my dick in a woman and been like, I'm gonna whip a camera out. Like, I've been always like, yeah, man, putting my dick in a woman. All right. Like, you ever eat like these fucking Zoomers and their goddamn shit? We're like, oh, I'm gonna eat like a sandwich. Better take an Instagram picture of this. No. Anyway. Sarah says, do you go to a commercial gym? Nah, it's a custom grime gym. You wouldn't recognize the name. Not going to tell you the name because that'll literally give away my position. That's how few of them there are. I think there is one more location than this. Really run to it. I sometimes do. I like how Orky Bork is like, you going to go to Otakon this year? If so, you going to make a video on it? One, I couldn't because of the change that YouTube has undergone. And two, are we focusing on not dying right now? Sure, there might not be an Otakon to go to. Or are you one of those, it's just a flu, bro? Yep. Them all with their original descriptions. Oh, you downloaded them? Don't totally re-upload those. Do not totally re-upload those. Because that would be bad. I'm very angry if you re-uploaded all of those videos. Kazlab says, did you ever play Castlevania Rondo of Blood on the PSP? No, ironically, I was a big PSP fan. Big Castlevania fan. Never play those two together. Ironically. The next name, Alex, says, hello, my dudes. My fucking word is goddamn fucking Jewish bullshit. I hate this fucking unstable. Kazlab says, favorite kind of waffle? Oh, have I told you oatmeal? Chris Samanki says, are the Sack Boys still tormenting you? No, I merged with them to become the Tolstoy that I am today. So there's Kazlab says, like, we got too dirty. She literally like made a comment when we were in this fucking shit where it's like, oh, your connection's interrupted. She literally made a comment in a hookah bar that we were in afterwards where she was like, I got dirt in places you shouldn't know about. And I was just like, yeah, but I do know about them. Anyway. Tut, tut, tut. Alucard says, Kazlab says, who put the Willy in Willy Wonka? Nunzio Alfonso says, hello from Italy. Oh my God. How is Italy doing? Nunzio? Nunzio! Listen to me now. How do you say it in Italianzo? Papa de Buppi. Spaghetti sauce. How are you doing? No, for real. Whoa, shit. He literally says, here the situation is very bad. How about there? Not as bad as you. Doing pretty good by comparison. In fact, I'm asking you how things are for that exact reason. Christ. Anyway, Kane the Warlock says, high school. Oh, you're still in high school? I thought, well, that doesn't make any sense then. It should be almost done. Oh, really? You had like 3 more months? You have like 3 more months. Like, we got school canceled till the end. Interesting. And then he says, my school has trimesters. Oh my God. It's been so long since I've been to a school that I don't know what we're talking about. Anyway, Kazlab says, what would Brian Boitano do? I bet he'd kick an ass or two. That's what Brian Boitano would do. And there is one of my boo crew. Haven Namira says, sorry for interrupting you, dude. I should have checked your YouTube first. Don't even worry about that. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm glad to hear from you because we need to be keeping in very close contact because everything's getting crazy. Also, I can't carry all of my shit that I have. So I don't know what to do at this point. We'll see what happens. Worst comes to worst, I need to start checking some axes and figuring out how to get up there. Fuck. Anyway, itchy beard. Malone Johnson says Kazlab needs his report file filled out so he watches Tolstoy. Is that really a thing? It's just like day 798 watched filthy. What am I? I don't know. What does the government potential ne'er do wells? I don't know the name for good old boog boys. You know, I don't know what the alphabet boys call us. Kane the Warlock says, though I might not have a graduation ceremony. You might have just who cares, son? I was homeschooled. Like I didn't even do no prom. Shit's gay. Fuck the system. Rip the mic, rip the stage, rip the system. I was born to rage against them. Born in the land of hypocrisy. Anyway, Rage Against the Machine. Sarah says you could still wear the dopest shit, lol. Me? I don't understand. What dopest? This is not the dopest shit? It's hot. This is the dopest shit I can pull off. Is that? Not wearing no more. Aslab says, who would make the best? That guy with the glasses. Man, I'm fucking good. That guy with the glasses, fictional. Oh my Christ. Kazlab, have you accepted Jesus into your, like, what is wrong? So who would make the best? That guy with the glasses, fictional gay ship. Linkara and Spare. Oh my Christ. I really love that guy with the glasses and his crew. Stop. Just stop. You know what else I like? MASH. I don't know who's a good gay ship for MASH. I was watching. Scroll it up, scroll it up, scroll it up, up. Let's scroll up too far. Oh my God. Oh my God. 193 says, Kazlab says, are you having any negative thoughts? All I have are negative thoughts. Yeah, I'm going to meme for you. Woo! It's time for more vodka. Oh, Christ. This totally isn't a poor goddamn decision. Tolstoy, you better remember to drink fucking water. Ow! When it comes to love, I don't take sides. Always thought that quote was awesome. What the fuck? Made me a House Dorn fan. Rip in peace, Game of Thrones. Man, fuck Game of Thrones. Fuck that fucking fascist ass, feudal fucking non-American shit. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Fuck that shit. I have a lot to say about Game of Thrones, but we will not go. Exact same aesthetic, but, they're not faggots and they kick ass because it's time to stand up for what they believe. The answer is Lord of the Rings. What's that non-faggot version of Game of Thrones? Oh, Lord of the Rings? Oh, that one. There you go. Connection was unstable again. Who knew? Bad-mouthing Game of Thrones? Not the thing to fucking do. Yeah. Ooh. Kane has started editing Kazlab. Interesting. Sarah says, oh, nah, I'm dead to her. Confirmed. I don't blame her, though. I look back at the motherfucker. Her name is Sarah. So what? You're a lesbian? Not trying to be a dick. Lesbians exist, but there are also a lot of women who are looking to, I don't know, capitalize on some sort of look at me shit. So, and they always claim bisexualism, which is weird because I've never found lesbians attractive. You know what I mean? It's like I've one of my best goddamn friends is part lesbian, like that's a race. She's part of the lesbo race, and I'm just like, how y'all gonna fuck without a dick? What y'all gonna do without a dick? Like, you know what I mean? I'm 37. What? Why are you all talking fucking crazy? Why Why y'all talking crazy? Like y'all being weird as shit. So I'm having a hard time understanding. Adrian says the dirt cheapest protein seems to be skim milk powder. Not as pure as whey, but pure gram of protein is dirt cheap. But per gram of protein is dirt cheap. Well, too late because I already bought some stuff for my gym. So this was before I knew the big was on. Plus other things. Christ. So, and next question. Apparently Adrian says, hello from Australia. How is Australia doing? Let me know. Actually, you're in an interesting position. I'm going to wager that you are on Western Australia. Western Australia is about 1 million miles from Eastern Australia. Did you know that Australia is like larger than the fucking size of the continental United States? It's like Africa. It's massive. I bet you're far away from the contagion. So you don't even seem to give a shit. I bet you're so far out there, you're in the part of Australia where you can still own firearms. Am I wrong? Oh no, all of KazLab's getting cut by Warlock. I liked his quest. This fucking connection unstable shit. What attack are you gonna learn next? What attack are you gonna learn next? What? Anyway, thanks to someone from your Discord, I have fucking everything you made. Not all the descriptions, sadly. It doesn't matter. Just repost. That's up to you, my dude. The future is up to you. Morpheus or whoever. Arkyborg says, I couldn't live without them vids. You talked about the Sega Saturn in 2007, back when nobody said fuck all that system back then. Inspiring words. Chris Samanki says, what happened at the Dreamcast review? Oh my God. Why are you on lead? Why is everyone like, YouTube changes and the federal government wants to fuck you? What? Like what? What time did you tune in? Kanan Young says, you were homeschooled your whole life? No, I was homeschooled for most of high school. Freshman year was shit. Then after that, I went to homeschooling. Fuck the police coming straight. No. Oh, goddamn. Oh, fuck. Kane keeps on fucking KazLab. Interesting. Sarah says, come down to Arizona. White Mountains is prime for testing survival skills. Ever watch Westworld, though? First season was amazing. I have not. But honestly, oi, girl, you want to show me some of them? Arizona, sir. I've been through Arizona, by the way. Part of me hates you because it's mostly flat, but it's also that God exists there in one of its purest forms. Like, the desert ain't nothing to fuck with. Like, I want to go to Alaska. Alaska is one of the places where God is like, go ahead, faggot. Fuck with me. Arizona is one of the other places where God is like, you're gonna die, faggot. So part of me is like, Tip's hat. Been gay since 97. That's all right. I've always wanted a lesbian friend. Yeah, actually, I had one of those. She was at work, and some lady who didn't like her decided to try to get her fired, and I stacked up for her because this lady had fucking fed me. She fed me when I was hungry. Shit, like straight up, the company was like, "Yeah, you're a faggot. You can go, faggot." And they let her go. They were like, "We're like literally in a text message. It was like, we're just gonna put you down as resigned." I'm like, "God damn, y'all cold." And they asked me to go to HR with her, so I did. So I spent the next 12 months attempting not to get fired by the lady who fired her. HR works. Political correctness works. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. Not even for gays. It actually probably negatively impacts gays. Oh, you like that? You like that big ass truth dick? Getting its way right up in your butthole? Bet you do. Bet you fucking do. Excuse me, sir. Christ. It's bad. And also, my alcoholism is bad. Yay! I doubt it, though. Ultimate X James says, Juliet, Bravo, Charlie Delta. I don't get it. JBCD. JBCD. JBCD? The obesity? Is that what you're saying? I don't get it. Then Kyle says, everything bumped and the house is bumping. Says, how you doing, man? Not terribly good. Not terribly good, my guy. Kane the Warlock says, it was a quote from Clerks when he found out, 37? I don't know. Oh, it was 36. I thought it was 37. Okay, 36, guys. Yeah, 36? Yeah, no, I'm familiar with that quote. Sarah says, man, I've been packing coming from Beijing. Think I should burn it? I have a package coming from Beijing. Think I should burn it? Yes. Yes! Are you high? Oh, you said you might actually be high. So anyway, Kazlab says, favorite kind of ice cream? Cookies and Crunch, bitch. Gotta fix my microphone. Kazlab says, Kane the Warlock says, Kazlab, don't even start. Then Sarah says, Mother Nature is nothing to fuck with. Yeah, tell me about it. Orky Bork says, I'd repost them, but YouTube might find me and fuck my channel. So far, only 2 fuckers. Hey, Sarah, no, for real. Hey, man, would you set me up for a desert adventure? Like, if I just showed up with a backpack and, like, wanted to stay in your garage, whatever the fuck. I'm being real. Like, Chris McCandless real. Like, you down? Like, I don't know. I'll bring your favorite alcohol, whatever the fuck, whatever I can. You know, $10, $20. The point is that I stay there. I'm in your garage for like a day or two. Then I fuck off. Or a month. You know, however I have to stay to explore the desert before I fuck off. I'm just trying to make connections. Hit me up on the Facebook. Facebook is where you can find me mostly. It's not hard to find me. I just type in Tolstoy, Kafka, Evsky, Facebook. This is not hard. Like, I'm not even interested in you in a sexual way. I'm not being, like, weird or nothing. I'm interested in Arizona, goddammit. Been through there. Oh, yeah, I almost died there. Native American priestess prayed over me. You think that's funny? Like I'm making this shit up. Well, it fucking happened. God damn. Well, you would think that I would have met God. Yeah, well, puking in a trailer is not meeting God. Wasn't cool enough to puke. Wait, why didn't I puke outside? Why did I puke in a trailer? I could have puked outside. Oh, it had air conditioning. Yeah, that's a thing. But now you might find me and fuck my channel. So far, oh yeah, I've already read that. Ultimate X James says, Mr. Tolstoy. Mr. Tolstoy is my father. Says, I work with official police. I don't know, man. What do you want to know with me? I don't know. I'm not. Mr. Tolstoy, I work with official police work, and I'm arresting you for saying, no, I'm going to send them to school where they'll come back like an indoctrinated pig. Yeah, I would send them to school where they would be castrated. Are you high? Get the fuck out of here, you DC pig. Falcon, Kyle, says, bruh, just bang down some NyQuil. Wait, what? Or some weed. I don't know. Hey, listen, I haven't been to California. Also, weed is gay. I don't do that shit. I don't like weed, so there's that. Your daily reminder. Kane the Warlock says, it is 37, including him. Wait, what? Kazlab says, not cookie dough. That's my favorite. Well, cookies and cream, bitch. I like them both. Orky Bork says, did you and Zach ever at one point planned on making another console review? No, but we had several skits that we went over. We had plans to make future skits that never came true because life happens. Kyle says, you want to be a cool kid, don't you? Hey, man, I just told you I don't like that shit. Funny it's coming from you, though. Sarah says, cheers. We share a lot of the same interests. Been watching your vids for a while and always figured we'd get along if we ever met. All the more reason to offer me harborage if I want to go to Arizona. I was about to say Australia. Seriously. I want to live in the desert for a while. Real after I go to Australia, but technically Chris McCandless did it before Australia. Australia. Christ. I meant Alaska. By the way, seriously. Anyway. Kyle says, oh, I live in New York. I'm aware of that. How's your lockdown going? Sarah says, I mean, fuck it. Yeah. Gotta gather forces for the Boog Crew. Oh, I'm a badass motherfucker for the Boog Crew. I'll have to make a Facebook. Yeah, make one and contact my ass. God damn it. That's the best fucking way. And be subtle. Just, talk about the cakes and, the great, the dance off. You know what I mean? Just be cool, bitch. Dead Hands says, are you playing Animal Crossing, pal? Fucking no. I don't like Nintendo and I haven't for years. Where have you been? Kazlab says, ever thought about using Twitter? No, I'm not a fucking faggot. I don't suck dicks. There's something wrong if you suck dicks. I don't know. There's something wrong about Twitter. Not if you suck dicks. But if you do Twitter, you probably suck. Come on, let's be honest. So, King of Warlock says, if you're interested, check out Brave Dave's Big Fat Freight Hop. This guy freight hops across Canada. You mean he's jumping on trains? Because that's a great way to get your ass beat. Them bullyard, what do they call them? The bulls? Yeah, the train yard bulls. They can kill you. I don't even get how that's fucking legal. But long story short, I wouldn't fuck with. Good luck. Smithos says, did you play Death Stranding? No. Kojima is the Sith. I abandoned that shit. I thought he was meant to bring balance to the Force, but as it turns out, he's Kojima, so. Sarah says, Twitter is a different crowd. That's some woke shit. Fuck it. That's the internet. Yeah. Anyway. Malone Johnson says, when will you make your final Tolstoy vid and go silent, making people wonder what happened to you, man? Any day now. Dreadhands says, dude, you're looking like Nathan Drake, today, though. Christ. Separated birth. Yeah, sounds about right. Pew, 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 pew. I'm gonna discover the fucking laws of mental. Okay. Hell yeah, I love that action figure. Anyway, Adrian's says, nope, I moved down south for work, so I'm between. Everything's bumping. So I'm between Brisbane and the Gold Coast. I am 20. Oh, the Gold Coast. Oh, buddy. Hey, man. Would you go to see my bud? What's his name? My ASMR guy. He's on the Gold Coast. Fucking Dimitri. Massage ASMR. You gotta go see him. He talks about the Gold Coast and Australia, and he does a good ass ASMR video. He's my favorite ASMR artist. You gotta go see him. You gotta fucking get his autograph for me. Fucking, that's crazy as shit. I wonder what he's doing through all this. He probably thinks ASMR will heal all of this. It sounds like a thing that he thinks. Christ. Orky Bork says, why did you delete your depression video? Next! Malong Johnson says, so are you his brother? Oh my God. So saying his brother is Sam Drake? Is my brother Sam Drake? No, unfortunately not. Zachary Pina says, was hoping the apocalypse would look more like, I think he meant look more like the fucking Zone. Fuck this, I want my money back. Yeah, me too. Kazlab says, whatever happened to your old BlackBerry? I sold it. because I thought that back in the day you could trust people. What a weird question. Anyway, next. Sarah says, unrelated, and maybe in my head, but I've been using resistance bands for these home workouts and delt gains are real. Oh, son, resistance bands? Oh, no. You're not even a person. No, I'm just kidding. Ooh. Well, you know that. Fuck, you know I don't believe in that shit. Resistance bands? What? Nah, what? Sorry. I know I'm being obnoxious. I can't help it. The alcohol's got me. Resistance band? Oh my god, really? That's not a thing. But, hey, man, you do you. Malong Johnson says, the Freedom Arms Model 83 is the big iron I will carry on my hip for the boog. 83. That sounds like the Chinese knockoff of the AK-47 with a carry rail, like the FAMAS, but I don't know. Fuck it. Well, let's look it up. Freedom Arms 83. Oh, it's a revolver. Yeah, there's better revolvers out there than that, but you do you, boo-boo. Holy shit, I'm getting fucked up. Everything is now moving faster than I can actually respond to. We're probably going to have to stop this soon. So anyway, Sarah says DB lateral raises never did it for me, but bands, bruh, money. What the fuck are you talking about? Lateral raises, lateral? My lats. What are your lats? Back? Yeah. I don't know. Kazlab says, did you ever see Yahtzee Crowbar's review of Death Stranding? Actually, I haven't, and now I need to see that because I hate Death Stranding. Sarah says, unnecessary question mark. Need. Rosbaden says, schlorp. Malong Johnson says, Kazlab, you ask suspicious questions. What branch do you work for? Yeah, right. Now he's an LA pig, I can tell. The way that he responded earlier, he sounds like one of the ones that I know. And trust me, I know some NSA pigs because I used to live in Maryland. So he's probably named Kevin. I'm not going to give you his last name because smarter than that. But hey, guys, don't be fucking stupid. I can name your agents. I actually know 2 of them at will. Fuck you. Sarah says, bad no joke, especially for tries and delts. For me, anyways. Hey, man. Gotta see them, I gotta see them workouts first, girl. So let me come out to what'd you say, Australia? And we'll see how those are doing, and I'll help you with your form. I really will. Rose Peden says, I remember how I first found you way back in 2010. A thread on Christ, I shouldn't have said that a lot. The Mongolian basket weaving forum board with you in a suit and a samurai swords with the title, Boys, I have found King Beta. Yeah? Well, then I'm the king of betas, so fuck you, faggot. You want to come fight me? Go ahead. Come fight my ass. I don't give a fuck. Either die or I'll live. Christ, I'm getting fucked up. It's a lot of vodka. To survive in the bush up north, and there are no people, just snakes. We are looking okay here. Oh, he's it's the Australian. No people, just snakes. If you say so. We are looking okay here, as almost everyone with it caught it overseas, and we are not letting people back in. Fuck yeah, Australia for the win. I hate that your fucking shit ass liberal piece of shit government, took away your gun rights, but you're all still badass. You're Americans in my fucking book, like literally. Like if they were like one other country, like it's like America, and you can include one other country. Who is it? You know what? Actually, it's gonna be 2 because the first one will be Canada. I hate to fucking say that, but the Canadian fur trappers, Nah, man, it don't matter. Canada is fucking beautiful. It is part of America. Unfortunately, they get the nod. But one past them is Australia. You all are the America of... Actually, you know what? You get one benefit. Like, America has places that it can call on. Like, we could escape to Southern America if we have to. We could escape to Russia if we have to. Australia is a goddamn island. Nowhere you can go. Australia holds out alone. So, good on you. Anyway, Orky Bork says, any chance you'll drop your Discord for another voice chat sometime soon? Yeah, sometime soon. I'm trapped in my fucking house and I can't do anything else. So, you do the math. Christ! Sarah says, oh, Christ, it's all bumping. Sarah says, at least I have a pull-up bar. If I can maintain my weighted dip chin pull-up numbers, I'll be happy. Famine games coming in. Why are you so dark? Famine gains. I'll kill you. Secondly, I live in an apartment. They won't let me put up a pull-up bar. You're a dick. There is a tree nearby that has a branch that I can pull up from. That's about it. Zachary Pina says, how about we all just look to the Uberti replica of the 1847 Colt Walker converted to... Okay, anyway, long story short, let's skip that. Malong Johnson says, this whole bottle, I'll die. So, no. Sarah says, shoulder lateral raises. No, it's just called shoulder press. Fuck you, asshole. I don't know what weird ass shit you think. No, it's called a shoulder press. Anyway, Adrian says, not going to meet randoms until after this and way too busy. P.S. free weights. Yeah. Well, that's why I was going back to the gym and risking my own survival. Thanks, Dick. He also says, maybe after this cools down. Oh, that helps. Thanks for that weird ass broken English. Malong Johnson says, do you still draw? Oh my God. Pictures of you shooting TV screens. No, I've started doing the latest of me doing arts like this. Christ. Nope. Oh, fuck. Everyone's talking. Christ. Rospeden says, the Canadian Rockies makes me embarrassed of my Colorado Rockies. Wait, are the Canadian Rockies more badass? Are you saying I need to go there? Just say now so I can go. And I suppose my country needs to conquer yours. Canada, brace your assholes. Trump wants to invade. Like, here's my thought. Just hang on. Your country looks great on paper, but you're faggots. So here's the thought. What if we just rolled the fuck over top of you and took over your terrain? I mean, you'd be better off as Americans, right? Yeah. There you go. So give it the fuck up. Anyway. Make me embarrassed of my color. Oh, really? God, are the Canadian Rockies so hardcore? Sorry. I'm getting kind of hyped. Oh, Kazlab says, gonna order a burger after this? Faggot. James Kaminsky says, do 10 push-ups on stream. 10 push-ups? That's not even hard drunk. Fuck you. Faggot! Well, I kind of can't because the chair is in the way. Fuck it. No, I don't. Oh, fuck. Assholes. Dicks. Action figures, dick. And also, those weren't. Oh, Christ. Dick. And those even weren't good push-ups because, like, I mean, you were like, hey, do it in a tin can. Thanks, Dick. Alex Primrose. Alex Primrose says Australia is one of the biggest surveillance states in the world, though. Why do you idolize them so much? It's impossible. What, is Sydney bad? Okay. It's impossible. You can't. They're massive. Your fucking country is massive and untamed. There's no fucking way you took the Outback. What, you put cameras that watch the goddamn Outback? Doubt it. I idealize. Yeah. Gotta pee, man. Be ready to crash your shit soon. Soon. Pretty fucking soon. Dicks. Being like, oh, do push-ups. Like, fuck you, faggot. Push-ups, by the way, don't actually equate to any kind of level of fitness. You know what I mean? They're a weird exercise that we have culturally decided is actually beneficial when really it's not. It is not a bench press. It's not a squat. It's not a curl even. I would even say, well, whatever. Who cares? Anyway, I'm about to drink this vodka, then get so blackout drunk that So, this is it. We're going to rapid fire the questions, then we're going to rock out here. Started off with a doorway bar, and they work too. Cool. I don't know what those mean. I'm not a realtor. Everything jumped. Christ. Oh my God. Everything fucking jumped. Roll it up. Keep rolling it. Are we almost there yet? Oh, Christ. We're not even slightly there. Oh my. Oh. Oh my God. You all asked a lot of things. Oh my God. I hate you all. Why? Wait, what? We're already past this. Hang on. I think I scrolled way too far up. Okay, so Kazlab says, what would you do for a pizza right now, and what topping would you put on your pizza? Pretty much nothing. And son, what one topping? Maybe sausage. After that, but it's got to be two. It's got to be sausage and onion. The master fucking pizza race. You bigot. Mark74 Echo says that vodka bottle looking kind of full, bud. That's a good. Why don't you go patrol OKC? Why don't you go tell us about how Oklahoma City is doing? I heard it's not good. I've been through there. I've actually been through there. Hey, man, how close are you to Stillwater? Tell my great, whatever the fuck she is, grandma, I'm sorry and I miss her. That's all I know. Kazlab 208 says, most memorable South Park joke. Oh, Christ, I don't know. There's a million of them. Why do you love the media so much? God damn. They're great guys. I love the South Park guys, but Christ, man. Dealt. Oh! She means these. Yeah, the raises. I was doing those. The problem is I mix those in with back day and they get kind of washed away in the backwash. It's like most important to me on back day is row, pull down, then excuse me, push up. What's it called? Shoulder press. Those are the three that kind of get, it all gets lost in the sauce. Sarah says, oh no, Kazlab says, do you do a handstand? No. Silly Trout says, your shorts look wet. Yeah. Your mom looks wet. Fuck you, faggot. Kazlab says, ever get into The Sims? No, I'm not a woman. Rospeden says, fucking Christ. Oh, Christ. A man in his prime, the Canadian Rockies are a lifelong survival expert who benches and cars, I don't know what that means, and stays current on events. Yeah, well, fuck you. I one day I'll get there. Mark 74 Echo says, no! Do 10 diamond push-ups, you pussy. No, fuck, I already did it. I'm not gonna fucking do, I'll do it tomorrow or the next day when I'm not hungover. Rospedin says, plus, they stay snow-capped most of the year, and I love some snow-capped mountains. Then Sarah says, yeah, do 100 pike push-ups. You all like push-ups so much, they're not that fucking man. Push-ups never gave me the burn in my titties. You know what gives me the burn? Fucking the cable pulled together fly trap. It takes machines and or a bench, and I can't do it at home, man. You guys all do push-ups. It's fucking gay. It's I want to go to my gym. I'll go home now. Anyway, Rospedin. Wait. Kazlab says favorite White Claw flavor. It's called Few. I hate all of them. LG says still have your old things you reviewed. No, I sold most of them. Good luck keeping up. Rospeden says, would you ever consider going full fluffed mutton chop? I've thought about it myself. Do you mean shaved but keeping my sideburns? The answer is no. Rospeden says sausage and mushroom pizza, master racer. Oh, you're back. Oh, I couldn't tell because, YouTube was fucking with the numbers again. Kane the Warlock said, sent a Facebook friend request. Well, hey, man, I will go ahead and hit that up when I can. Malong Johnson says, you're a very angry drunk. Hey, man. No. But yes. No, I'm not. Depends on what you're doing. If you're poking my ass, then yes. They call me the bear. The black bear. Adrian says, no cameras up in the rainforest and mountains. I used to love going up there to just sit and free. It isn't 1984 here, but that feeling of freedom out here is beautiful. Well, yeah, while we still can. Sarah says, we should probably put this shit to bed pretty soon. Sarah says, I'll argue push-ups helpful me get rid of bench plateau when I was stuck at 95 pounds. You were stuck at 95 pounds? Do you mean, oh, you're a woman. Quit being a dick, Tolstoy. Team 135 with spotter and liftoff. Oh no, you do my warm up with the Spartan left. Oh, I mean, I'm for you, girl. Also, you can totally boog out with me. I mean, also, can I please come stay with you just so I can explore Arizona? Because it's a fucking thing to explore, man. Like, I want to go live in the desert for a while. Also, y'all got peyote because I want to do that. I mean, it's bad. You know, it's bad to like living in the desert and hitting fucking. Anyway, James Kaminsky says brace for hangover. Yeah, I'm aware of what's gonna happen. Faggot. Mark 74 Echo says, can I blame Jack Daniels for playing World of Warcraft again tonight? You know what, Mark? What race do you play? I need to know. I hate it, but I need to know. Orky Bork says, would you ever rebuy one of the consoles you sold? Oh, that's an interesting question. No, probably not. No, not really. No, that's why I didn't. That's why I sold all of them. Sarah, Tucson's my city. Probably one of the better places. Phoenix, if you're familiar with the capitals. Yeah, I know how capitals work. So, Tucson, I know where you are. Neato. Well, I'll make sure to come out there when it's all over. We'll live together. Lift together. I recognize I'm slurring my words so it says live, but I meant lift and explore your desert ass fucking place together and stare at hot ass, fat ass bitches. You can't be my friend if you don't like hot ass, fat ass bitches. But I know you're a lesbian, so and if you don't like fat ass bitches as a lesbian, you're not even a human being to me. Like, I don't even think you're a person. I think you're subhuman because fat ass bitches. That is the correct thing to think and do. Yeah. That's interesting coming from Mark. Rospeden says, I might be slightly biased about mushroom on pizza. I can steam or boil portobellas and eat them alone. And never says anything else. Mark 74 Echo says, dwarf hunter or human rogue? Oh, dude, human rogue. You know this. And then Sarah says, we have UOFA. UOFA. Don't know what that means. Down here. You'd probably like the students, LOL. Yeah, maybe. I was there in Arizona once. I almost died. A Native American priestess prayed the fuck over me. This is not being made up. No, for real. All of my family had gotten sick in Las Vegas, and I got sick in Arizona, but in a specific KOA that had a Native American lady who was out there fucking every night doing the chant with her goddamn donkey going, no, no. And she was, hey, hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Pay and Venza. And like, I was sitting there throwing the fuck up. So, anyway. One day I'll be out there to see you soon, and we can both explore the desert together. Mark 74 says, oh, Christ. Okay, I'm getting pretty trashed. I can't. Dwarf hunter or human. We finally caught up to the crawl, and We finally caught up to the crawl, and I'm too trash to handle it. Soldier System says, I want Tolstoy to get into me. Why? Son, why are you being gay? Anyway, Rosbiden says he chose human rogue even though he physically is more akin to a dwarf hunter. You know what? I'm going to end the stream, but I'll be back soon. Soon, son.